Hello, everybody. How do they talk in Gears of War?
I don't know. I haven't played one in a long time.
You haven't played them?
The last one I played was Gears of War 3, Vic.
It's Marcus, but it's not. It's Marcus's son, Jace, right? I can't remember. I don't know. We just saw the trailer. It was cool.
They have a chainsaw on their gun and they cut the bad guys in half.
They do that. Yes, I think it's Jace. Can anybody confirm the son of Marcus Phoenix?
I'll let you know when the chat catches up.
It's JF.
Or hey, I'll just ask my friend Google.
Somebody will tell us. But we're not playing the single player, obviously. This is the multiplayer beta, so we're going to jump in and play some actual live human beings.
Multiplayer beta of Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4, yes, so for Xbox One.
Is this dude
I think this
son?
is Marcus Phoenix's son here. Yeah, he's got
yeah, it is.
Blonde hair. Is it Jace?
JD Phoenix.
JD Phoenix, okay. All right, here we go. We're going to jump right in. We're going to do some verses. I played a little bit last night.
Hi
some
to
fun.
all our friends on Twitch and YouTube.
Hola,
Noise,
amigos.
Samuel James, X'd out me now, X.
Is Samuel L. Jackson in there?
Samuel James.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. Because he's a personal friend of mine, so.
And Akamaru's on Twitch.
Hello, Akamaru. All right, team deathmatch, dodgeball, or co-op.
And as always, let me know how the audio sounds.
Yes,
if there's
absolutely.
any problems, let me know and I'll adjust.
We'll just go with the old standby, some team deathmatch.
You might want to calibrate the controls because I haven't done that yet.
Yes.
You like it the crazy way?
Yes, I'm going to do that right now. That's the old school way. The right way. Invert. Yes. Are we going to be able to hear the TV at all? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I have it up on 10.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Okay,
here
we
I
go.
don't think there's any music or anything.
Right, okay. Boom. We're good.
I turned the music off, by the way. YouTube copyright, censor people.
That was a special message out to them. YouTube copyright censor people.
Yes, if you're watching, we turned the music off.
Comparing skill ratings. We're already taking 47 seconds before we've started a game here.
Yep.
Boo. Let's go.
Mr. Henry wants to know why I'm so mean. I'm not mean. Why am I mean?
Blake, why are you so mean?
I'm not mean.
Why don't you tell us a little bit?
I don't know what I did
Here,
today.
Lie down on the couch. Tell us why you're so mean.
I don't think I'm mean. Mr. Henry, what did I do that was mean? I'm always nice to you on Twitter, Mr. Henry. Come on.
Mr. Henry's just goading you.
Oh, I see.
He's poking you.
Well,
he wants to make sure.
Be mean?
Why is he so mean? You're not mean. You're just filled with opinion and short of patience.
This is very true.
Right?
I have very little tolerance for bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or what you deem bullshit.
Yes.
Or what fits within the frame of what you understand to be bullshit.
Yes, this is true.
Okay.
As well.
I get it. All right.
Akamaru says, do I need an X-Bone for this game? Yes, you do.
Yes. Microsoft owns this franchise. And Microsoft is now making this franchise. It's being made right here in Vancouver. We actually should have just gone right over to the Coalition offices and done this.
I totally forgot. Yeah, this is being made.
Although this, I believe, would have been done.
Okay, stop talking. You got to focus now.
No, I don't know what's happening here. I'm just observing. I'm watching the end of something. Hopefully, I can get into a match. But the multiplayer stuff was developed at Splash Damage in the UK.
So this was not developed in Vancouver.
Well, I'm sure that it's all done in conjunction.
Right.
But in terms of probably the coding and the balancing and the tuning for multiplayer, because that's what Splash Damage is really focused on.
What do I know Splash Damage from? What was their last big
They worked on Arkham Origins multiplayer, and they worked on
Enemy Territory.
Enemy Territories really put them on the map.
I remember Enemy Territory Quake Wars. That was a great game.
Yep.
That was one of the first games I played.
And they did Brink, which I thought was a terrific concept, but it kind of didn't come together.
Did I do the colors wrong? Are we missing a color? Is it supposed to be green and blue like that, or red and blue?
It's a little.
It looks like we're missing a color.
How does it look on?
I don't see any greens.
How does it look on the screen on the stream? Yeah.
Is that what it's supposed to look like? Okay. It's just if that's the color palette of the game, then that's fine. I'm just worried because that looks like when you plug in component cables and you're missing one of the colors.
Well, it's just all through HDMI though, right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Why
No, it's fine.
Okay. It is HDMI, so yeah, I don't know why.
All right. So here we go.
How do you feel about these graphics?
They're not mind blowing. I mean, I was noticing that last night when I was playing.
This doesn't look.
Yeah, they're not.
Granted,
they're not mind blowing.
We are streaming at 720p.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a situation earlier. our equipment can only take 1080i. It can't take 1080p. So we tried to output at 1080p from this, and we weren't getting the signal, so we had to downgrade to 720.
Right.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to stream.
Oh shit. Already dead.
But yeah, this doesn't look. This is not blowing my skirt up.
It's
the graphics.
Yeah, it's not amazing. What it does right,
That looked great.
yeah, is the feel of the game
Yeah.
right away. You know, and it's a beta, right? They've still got a lot of months and a lot of time to tweak and
That's
polish.
true, that's true. It is unfair to judge a
Yeah,
beta.
this is early, you know. I mean, we treat these things as demos, but they're not done. They have a lot of time to finesse. And they're calibrating, right? So what they're
you're getting your
oh,
human
yes,
shield right
I'm
now.
a human shield. So what they're doing is they're
and he
trying
broke
to
it.
maintain frame rate by bringing graphic resolutions and things like that down, or texture details, like keeping the memory clear so that the thing can operate at the frame rates that they want while it's online.
Orbalisk Bane
Yeah.
is saying they turned down a lot of the graphics for the beta.
Yeah, I bet.
So the final game will look better than this, so that makes me happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Because yeah, the trailers for the single player campaign look a lot better.
They look great. Yeah.
So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
I mean, they got the vibe. It felt just like jumping back into a classic Gears match last night. I was doing way better, but I wasn't talking at anybody last night.
Arkamaru 1987, my good friend, wants to know, how do you like Dark Souls 3, Vic?
Oh.
I was playing Dark Souls 3 yesterday.
Yeah, I was just playing it. I just played for 2 hours and I got nowhere. It was amazing.
I got a little bit.
So happy.
I got past the first boss.
I just turned that person into meat. There we go. Whoa. Ah, and then somebody returned the flavor. Yeah, no, that Dark Souls 3 is
it's a Dark Souls game.
it's an impenetrable experience.
It's very difficult.
I'm not enjoying myself yet at all. I appreciate it, but holy crap, it's kicking my ass already. It's gorgeous. I feel like there is a gauntlet with every one of these From games where you're starting to understand the intricacies a little bit better, so you can get a little bit further every new one that you pop in. You can get past some of the what is it, oblique? Is that the word?
The obliqueness.
Yeah, there's some of the things that just are confusing and frustrating.
Well, the thing I like about the look is that it's stylized, but it's not overly stylized. Like it's not show-offy like a Tim Burton kind of way.
I saw that in your stream. Yeah,
it just kind of looks the way it stands out and it's memorable, but it's not too show-offy. It walks that fine line perfectly.
They're gorgeous.
Design.
Yeah. No, they're gorgeous games.
Mr. Henry, I got past the first boss, and then I got to that dragon, okay? So I got a little bit in, okay? Why you gotta be so mean, bro?
Well, you're farther than I was. You got farther than I have, and
Oh, really?
I've played 2 hours of the game already.
I had people in the stream telling me what to do, so that's why.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I was also checking my email and my Twitter. I keep my phone beside it. And every time it loads, that's the challenge with Dark Souls, is you got to stay tuned even when it's loading. But of course, I zip out for a second to look at social media or whatever, you know?
Back to this game, the game at hand. People are asking, why did Epic not develop this game? That's because Microsoft bought the rights to the Gears franchise a few years ago, a la what they did with Halo.
Yeah.
And then once they bought Halo, they handed it over to their own internal development team.
Well, I think it was
Industries, and that's what they're doing with this.
Epic could have developed this, but I think Epic is trying to enter new territory, and they're, in a way, starting to become their own publishers and even their own store. And
wouldn't Microsoft have wanted to do it?
Did my teammate just kill me? It felt like I got shot. Okay, it was the other guy. Okay.
I think, didn't Microsoft want to have it done internally? Because they don't want to pay Epic to do something they can do themselves anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? Otherwise, why bother buying it from them?
Well, I think they probably had, because they've been paying for the game the whole way. They probably had the IP rights right from the beginning.
Right. No, I don't think they had to buy it from. Epic must have had a stake, because they put out a big press release saying that they had acquired the full rights to it.
Okay.
So that's.
Maybe they shared them.
Yeah.
Maybe Epic was threatening to go multi-platform.
Maybe. But Epic, they're focusing on their own stuff now. Their engines and their new games and their free-to-plays.
I haven't played their, what is it? What's it called? I haven't played it starts with a P, Paragon. I haven't played Paragon yet. Have you checked it out?
Some Unreal tournament game that's mod generated. Some new thing there. I don't know what it's called.
I did play. It sucks because I played it at E3 last year and I haven't touched it since, and I can't remember what it's called at all. But you were chipping into. It's almost like a Minecraft shooter kind of hybrid with kind of spooky city overtones and kind of cartoony. I forget the name of the game.
Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a cool
yeah.
One, yeah. Do they own People Can Fly, that developer?
I think they shut them down. I don't think that they did so well. That was no,
it's still around.
Is it?
And it is owned by
Bulletstorm.
Hi Nolan FSC, how's it going?
What's the word on Fortnite? We had a nice, huge, long play session last year.
The title is a double entendre.
Yeah. Is it out? Or is it still coming out?
And according to the prestigious Wikipedia,
yeah,
it does not currently have a set release date.
Okay.
Although it's slated 2016, but that could change easily.
Yeah, I mean, we played it for a long time. It was fun.
Expendable Hero says, "Holy shit, it's Vic."
They totally killed us. They crushed us. Hello, Expendable Hero. How are you? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You've probably already played this because it's been the beta's been out for a little while, and it ends, I think, on Thursday, and that's why we wanted to check this out.
That guy's a man bun.
Man bun. Is that his name?
Yes.
Man bun. But Blake and I were away last week, traversing through Europe as we do, and
technically we were in England last week, Poland the week before. Yeah. People in England don't like you to call it Europe.
Right. They're trying.
They're not part of Europe.
They're trying to separate from the EU.
Even the pro EU people don't think of England as part of Europe.
Right.
They're on their own little island.
Right. Do they prefer UK or GB?
I don't know. Probably depends who you ask. The English nationalists probably prefer GB, but the ones further north and Scottish obviously probably UK.
Okay. Ooh, that was a good little.
Oh, Aldous Bane is saying that Fortnite is currently in alpha.
It's in
alpha.
That's
good.
Still.
That means it's probably not too far away. And there's apparently a David Hinkle. I played the Doom beta very briefly with my brother-in-law in the UK. Did you play the Doom beta?
No. No, I was nowhere near a console. Whoa.
The Doom beta was fun for the 5 minutes I played it for. I don't know more about it. I don't have enough information to give a more to give a better opinion of it because I literally
throw another smoke grenade in there. So the game totally feels spot on accurate with the controls. I got my first.
This game feels.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like every Gears game I've played, which is great, which is exactly what we want, especially for multiplayer.
Right. I mean, it looks like a great Gears game. I don't know if
it's not. I mean, it's not surprising. That's the only thing I would say about it is that it's not like, oh my God, did you see what they've done to Gears? But yeah. I don't know if that's the what you want out of your
what Microsoft
your
wants
beta
is a
test.
Safe Gears of War game to make you run out and buy a. Oh my God, the guy's going right to where. They want a game that makes.
Oh no! Don't charge at Nasher or shotguns. That's a bad idea.
They want a game. You're still alive.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you were just standing there.
Okay. That was me?
That was you.
Oh.
The dude revived you and then he got shot.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was giving a pro tip. Hello.
Yeah, I guess keep pro tips to yourself there, headshot boy. But what was I saying?
I'm still responding.
Does this game make you? Is it going to make people buy Xbox One?
It's really fun. You know, and I think the Division kind of scratches a little Gears of War itch. There's some of the cover shooter mechanics and stuff that kind of feel very similar, but this is a special experience. It's always been kind of cool. It's always kind of staked out its own territory, and it's always been fun. You know, it's a little dude bro dumb fun sometimes, but it's.
I think that's a little sexist to say dude bro at this point because There's a lot of women who play this game.
Sure.
Not a lot, but I
well,
mean,
you know what it is?
Statistically, it's obviously the majority are males, but there's female gamers out there and they like this.
Well, and I love that they've added female
They're going
characters.
out of their way to
yeah, no, I love that.
So I think it's a little...
Well, and you know why they play is because it's tuned gameplay. You know, why people play this game, and it's become kind of a mass accepted game, even though it's like, you know, these unrealistic huge necks and these buff dudes. It's still there's an effortlessness to the way that you control everything and get into it, and people appreciate that at every skill level.
Yeah.
And that's why it's been so successful, and that's why it's great that it's back. And I think it's so cool that it's being made in our city too. I think that's awesome.
People are asking if you're excited for Red Dead Redemption 2, which is yet to be announced.
Of course
I am. The answer
am.
to that is obviously yes.
I can't wait.
I'm excited for Grand Theft Auto 5 DLC, which has not been made yet.
I am really curious to see how Rockstar transitions through this, what's probably going to be a very public trial between Leslie Benzies, the ex-president, and Take-Two, and Sam and Dan Houser, the people that have all been leading everything. I think it's going to be probably a bit of a morale crunch around the company.
I personally don't like to. I don't care about legal shit like that behind the scenes.
Yeah, but you're not working on those games.
Yeah,
you know,
if it affects the people making the games, then I guess it'll affect.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody forgets about with this stuff. You know, like there are human beings that are devoting their time, and they have families and other responsibilities, and they got to go into work. And if it just feels like they're all just working to pay off somebody's legal debt. You know, because Benzie's asking for $150 million, and
that's nothing to them, though.
No, it's nothing to them, but it's something to probably everybody that's working 80 hours a week making Red Dead Redemption.
It's a cool map. It's a big waterfall there.
Yeah,
that's neat.
The dam.
So are you the Locust Horde right now? Because they look different. Why are they all red?
I think it's the. these are the. Maybe they're the Desert Horde.
New bad guys.
Maybe they're the Desert Horde or the Sunshine Horde. I'm gonna go with Sunshine Horde.
X Doubt Me Now X says GTA Vice City needs a remake or a sequel. They made a sequel, Vice City Stories, and as far as remakes go, there are fan-made remakes of it within the GTA 5 engine.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, like
they've modded it up.
Not the whole game, but they have the whole map remade, and it looks like in GTA 5 style graphics.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you?
That's on the PC though.
Can you make your characters look like the '80s Miami Vice characters?
I'm not sure. I'm not on the PC for GTA, so I'm not an expert on the mods. But
oh, you bitch!
Turned into meat.
He came charging at me with that gun. It took about getting slaughtered about 50 times before I realized that shotgun could be very useful.
People are asking if they can play this with you.
Yeah, jump on.
Froglegs94.
I'm Batwing on Xbox One.
Yeah, so just BATWING. They can just add you, or
yeah, I don't know how you jump into the game that I'm in though. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if people want to be. I don't really want to be surfing through menus and seeing everybody's usernames and stuff.
Yeah, but if they can just join you,
yeah, if you can join up, go for it. Take some of this heat off my back, or come and get me if you're on the other team. All right.
And we do have our little picture-in-picture windows covering the names at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, that's cool.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you stream a game, and you need to be able to see our pretty faces, okay? Yeah, I really hope they up-res the graphics for the final game, because this doesn't look... I'm sure they will, though.
Yeah, it's going to look good, man.
Look quite up to what it should be.
Yeah, Xbox One's a very powerful system. It's going to look good.
PS4 is better.
I liked the look of Quantum Break in a big way, but it's too bad the game wasn't as fun as it should have been. I'm going to shoot you in the butt. All right.
I'm going to shoot you a new asshole.
There you go. Got you.
Did you do a Lancer kill yet?
No. I haven't been able to show off and do that yet. Got him, though.
That's the same guy. You shot the same guy twice. Reload! Reload!
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot they have that little reload thing where you can make it go faster. If you
reload game.
Yeah.
Gameplay upon gameplay.
Little mini reload thingamajig.
Great systems.
you win?
Yes!
You got almost as many kills as you did deaths.
Yeah.
You were almost a...
I was usually 1 or 2 last night, all right? So ease up. Captain Sunshine, you just ease up, all right?
You're doing better than I would be doing at this point.
Okay.
So I've not played a Gears game, like I said, in many years.
I love the roadie run.
If they release a Gears game on the PS4, I'd definitely play it.
You are such a PS4 fanboy. I understand. PS4 is a great machine. But they all have their pluses and minuses.
When you yelled into the headphones just now.
People did not enjoy it.
Rest in peace, headphones users.
Oh,
sorry, everybody.
Oh, this is one of the new things. At least I don't... Oh, my God, somebody saved me.
I didn't see what happened.
That's incredible.
What just happened?
That was amazing. He grabbed me over the box, and then somebody sniped his head just as he was going to take me out.
I was looking at the chat. I missed it.
That was awesome. Thank you, whoever did that. I'm going to say Akamaru.
Because there's a delay here.
Okay.
I'm going to watch it now.
That was amazing.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
That's like a sports highlight right there. Esports! Ah!
Trademark Forever says, just want to say thank you for all the many years of AV Daily and Reviews on the Run. Been watching for many years and watched you grow this amazing company. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Of course, madam. Thank you, individual.
Could not have done any of that if people were not watching like yourself, and I appreciate very much. And I hope you guys are still digging all of the daily content that we're producing for YouTube channel and Facebook. I'm still, hustling to allow us to have a budget to produce more. But these are crazy, crazy times in the media industry right now. So all of this stuff is just taking a lot longer than it used to. I used to be able to put deals together relatively quickly with broadcast partners, but everybody just kind of sits back and strokes their virtual beards right now. I wonder what YouTube is doing.
Well, speaking of revenue...
Look at it. Look.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh!
Oh, you got stabbed right in the face.
Ouch.
I just got a push update, a very important news thing on my phone. I get push updates about the news. It says, Apple reports slowdown in iPhone sales and first revenue decline in 13 years.
Wow.
Oh my God. We all have to be sorry for Apple right now. They're only going to make $12 billion this year.
That is pretty huge because honestly, the 6S is an amazing phone. It's a bulletproof phone.
They'll just give a pay cut to their Chinese slaves.
Oh, gee.
Tim Cook isn't going to make less money. The stockholders aren't going to make less money. They're just going to pay their manufacturer. They're going to lower their manufacturing costs.
Well, there's a lot of competition.
Maybe they'll make them in North Korea instead of Chinese gulags.
And there are some amazing Android choices out there right now that are full on competing head to head.
Indian on Wheels says, "Did you guys hear the new Call of Duty got leaked?"
Yeah.
Yes, we did. And if you watch our rundown today, you'll learn all about that.
I saw your sassy tweet about it. The Infinite War being 4 to 5 hours.
Oh yeah, I retweeted
Infinite Warfare.
The parody account, CEO Kaz Hirai parody account.
Yes. Came in right at the bottom, right where I was planning. Everything is going according to plan. All right, here we go. What should I pick, guys? Foundation?
Damn. Foundation. What, did you do Foundation yet?
Yeah, there's only 3 maps.
They only did 3 maps?
Yeah.
Someone says, did you have news on GTA 5? What about GTA 5? Did something new about GTA 5 get leaked today?
I saw something. I saw something scatter across the socials.
Down for maintenance. Store expansion. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just asking about this person suing the people at Rockstar.
Right. Have you read anything about that?
Not really.
Oh, it's crazy,
thing,
man.
I couldn't even bring myself to be interested in that kind of thing.
No.
It's so, because it's like real. I mean, you have people. The games that you make and the movies, the games that you enjoy and the movies that you like, they're all made by human beings.
Yeah.
And when you have human beings working together, there's always going to be some conflict, right?
Yeah. True. It's just too bad because I mean, it also is a game franchise that has just evoked controversy right from the get-go at every level. I was thinking about that, and we should probably have a production meeting about this. But we have interviews with the Hauser. I think Dan Hauser.
We have, one of them about GTA 2.
2, okay.
Yeah, not 3.
Well, I know we did an interview about 3. It might have been with Geronimo. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. Yeah, we shot it out in the middle of the street.
Okay.
And it was an amazing demo, because Rockstar used to be pretty into the whole press event type thing, and they would come out and show us things early and do junkets
we should
and stuff.
explain, because most people maybe not realize, Rockstar has no, because they're not in the game press, Rockstar has no presence at any of the E3s or anything.
And they used to have. They used to have a lot.
They don't do interviews.
Yeah.
They don't, like, trying to get an interview with Rockstar is like, it's like they're basically Stanley Kubrick at the end of his career.
Yeah,
like, they don't talk to people about their games. But that wasn't always the case. They used to actually do
They used to do that, yeah. I actually pitched, and I've had lots of friends over there over the years too, and I pitched one of them along the way to do a kind of a global special and visit all of their studios, because they have studios in Scotland, and at the time it was Vancouver and Toronto, and they had
their
New York,
is in Scotland.
Yeah, Aberdeen, and San Diego.
No, their headquarters is in Glasgow, isn't it?
I think it's in Aberdeen. And I said, okay, we'll put a whole special episode together. We'll visit all of your places, and we'll get interviews with all of your studio managers and stuff, and some of the creatives on all the games. They were like, yeah, that's a great idea. No, thank you. No thanks. It's like, what?
They're technically, their corporate headquarters is in New York.
Yes.
But that's not where they were founded.
Yeah. They've always had really good people there.
They make the best games in the business. Someone's saying,
there we go.
Asking,
there we go.
Geez, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got killed.
Somebody torque-bowed me. But I was going for either one of these people, so I was putting myself at risk there. All right.
There's a dodgeball mode in this game?
Yeah, let's play that after this
Yeah,
match.
people got that Serenity guy. I bet you his favorite Nathan Fillion show is Castle.
Why? Just because Nathan Fillion's in it?
No, because his favorite Nathan Fillion show is obviously Serenity.
Well, Firefly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, Fire. That's what
Yeah.
I meant.
Yeah.
So I said Castle because it's obviously not what his favorite. Nathan.
I got it. I understood.
That's the joke, everyone. Thanks.
We've enjoy the veal, everybody. All right, here we go.
Veal.
Yeah, we're here Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Veal. What veal?
Well, that's what you say when you're hosting an amazing comedy show like ours
I wouldn't know.
at a restaurant.
I've never hosted a comedy show.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't tell, I've never hosted a comedy show.
Oh, I could tell. I could tell.
What gave that away?
Came through very clearly.
Oh yeah, why are these guys called the Swarm and not the Horde?
Oh yeah, these are the Swarm.
Spindle
This is
Hero
the new dudes.
They look exactly the same as the Horde, though.
Well, they're red. You pointed that out.
Yeah.
They're kind of desert variations
Do they
of
not
them.
burrow underground? Like,
I don't know. Don't know, man. I didn't read anything about the game yet,
it's a dude right there.
and I haven't been to visit the Coalition to find out about. It's only been like 2 or 3 weeks since we've really started to see anything about Gears of War 4.
Yeah, that's true, because they had that one little trailer from E3 a year and a half ago.
Yes. Right at the bottom. Yes. 4 deaths, 2 kills. Okay, let's see if I can bring up my KDs. What do people think of the game? What do you think of the game? Are you excited about Gears of War 4?
Trademark Forever has another question, though. He says, if you play a game that is bad, like really bad across the board, and then you do an interview with the company that made it, is it, like, do you tell them, or is it harsh? Is it weird doing interviews with them?
I don't like to insult people. I don't think that's a good way to, to solicit, a conversation or good material that you're going to run on television. But certainly bringing up the fact that your last game didn't really sell that well, or it was a bit of a disappointment, or how do you feel, about the game? Are you proud of it? What were your like? It was very interesting to. And I don't think we ever did a follow-up interview with Randy Pitchford about the Alien game that Gearbox was responsible for. But one of the things that was interesting reading about his response to that game is that he always felt that it was a huge success, and he was very proud of it. And he was getting
said
email.
That out loud. That he was proud of it.
Well, and he was getting email every day from players that really liked the game, and that's. I mean, you can't really argue with that. It's their prerogative to, even if something sucks, it's their prerogative to feel whatever they feel about their thing,
What was? Didn't you interview? You were at the studio testing one of the pre-Arkham Batman games that was terrible, like one of the Batman Beyond games, or
it was
Rise of Sun Tzu or whatever those early 2000s terrible Batman
Yeah,
games.
there was a Dark Tomorrow from Koei.
But I remember you telling me a story. You were at a testing event.
Yeah.
Like playing the game, and then you were doing the interview, and you could just tell everyone knew the game was terrible because you had just been playing it, and everyone hated it. And it was really awkward doing the interview because everyone knew.
It might have been Rise of Sun Tzu.
One of those.
Yeah, it was a Ubisoft game, which was just incredibly disappointing, especially because I think by that point they were already kind of showing their fire with Splinter Cell and Prince of Persia, and they had the Batman license, and you just you put the numbers together. It's like, well, this will be an amazing home for the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And
nope.
No, didn't. It really wasn't.
But you know what?
Squandered.
If we didn't, this guy's getting mutilated. Nice. Oh, that's not you doing that though.
No.
Oh, I thought that was you playing.
Let's say it is. Let's pretend that this is me.
But if it hadn't been for all those failure Batman games in the early 2000s, we wouldn't have gotten Rocksteady making the Arkham games.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's not really. When you're going in to talk about the next project, it's not really, I don't know, good form to kind of dwell on a failure or to kind of point out in a nasty way the disappointments of the previous thing. Now, that if it's news, if it's some kind of declarative statement that they said this is going to crush it and it's going to kill it, and all of its competitors are going to go die in a burning ball of fire.
John Romero's going to make you his bitch.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Then you kind of that's the elephant in the room, and you kind of have to talk about stuff like that for sure. But when you're talking with developers that are moving from project to project, you don't bring up that you're disappointed. I mean, I've certainly run into friends from LucasArts and have asked them how their Indiana Jones game is coming along many times.
Well, they released it eventually for the Wii U.
Yeah.
The Staff of Kings, right?
Let's not talk about that. That was...
That's what that game was.
A2M made that.
That game they announced that they never released eventually, they said morphed into Staff of Kings. That's what Staff of Kings
it didn't morph into that. The Montreal...
that was what they were...
Yeah.
Staff of Kings was their way of saving face.
Yeah, hardly. Yeah, I mean...
like Shaft of Kings.
Yeah.
More like Get the Shaft of Kings. What does that even mean, Get the Shaft?
Get the shaft? I don't know. Maybe get thrown down a shaft?
Oh. Like, where does that expression...
Maybe
I learned
from,
the other day where Undermine came from.
From what?
Because if you have a castle that's in siege...
Mm-hmm.
Then what the opposing army might do is they might dig a mine underneath the castle to undermine you.
Okay.
So that's where the phrase undermine comes from.
Okay.
That's where the idiom comes from.
Okay, that's cool. That's a good question, though. I did like that question. It's making me think of uncomfortable moments in interviews and stuff. I mean, everybody knows when their project is just not working, Everybody has that idea, But nobody sets out.
Nolan FSC says, I thought Colonial Marines was a pretty good game.
Right.
So I guess it has its fans.
Yeah, people... Yeah, that was an eye-opening sort of moment for me to see that people are going to talk about things the way that they're going to talk about them, one of the things that really pissed me off was the way that British writer went after Peter Molyneux and called him a liar, and I just thought that was such a disrespectful way to launch an attack at the guy, and even if he has been a guy that's overpromised and underdelivered, it's never been from a malicious place. This guy, he is a dreamer.
It seems like he's
trying to bring us into his dreams.
To me, it seems like he's aspiring to heights.
Yeah, always.
And it's like, yeah, you might not ever hit those heights, but if you aspire to them, at least you get to somewhere that's higher than everyone else.
Guys conceived of and helped to build huge titles.
You have to think big to get to...
Totally. Ouch. As my head completely vaporizes off of my body.
We were talking to a game developer once, I won't say his name, but he was telling us how, like, nowadays with Kickstarter and all these behind-the-scenes documentaries and YouTube and Twitch and everything, people are observing a game pretty much at every step of the way of its development. And they don't realize, like, every game, like, this has been going on for decades. Games will completely change how they look, how they play.
Yeah.
They might, like, from the start of their inception to the time they're released, they might become a completely different game, and that's normal. And they might be delayed 60 times, but you never knew about it before because it was never in the limelight as much as it is today.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I think the time to let it rip on these games is when you review them, you know?
Yeah.
And then afterward, there can be a bit of a...
When you have the final product in your hand, you can say, this game is really glitchy. I can't beat the last mission because I can't open the door and it keeps crashing.
These are where the game...
Bethesda should not have released this game, and it's this, like, I'm holding it in my hand and it's not ready. It should not have been released like this.
Working Fallout 4 into the conversation. I love it. No, I think that's when you do it. And then if there are post-mortem type of interviews or conversations that happen, we've done them a little bit, I think, in our time, but not a whole bunch.
Yeah, we've done a few post-mortem interviews. Spidey82 wants to know, how do I get a shout-out in the rundown? Just comment below the previous day's rundown.
Yeah.
So when you see a new rundown posted, just make a comment, and
make us laugh or smile or
try to be creative,
tear up,
funny. And then
with something wonderful.
When we shoot the next one the next day, we look back at the previous rundown and just pick the best comment and give that person a shout.
Or any of these guys, Funky O Frog, is he in our chat?
Is he a Muppet?
I don't know. He's joined up with me. Let's see.
Well, Froglegs94 is one of the people. Maybe that is.
Is that you, Froglegs94?
I don't know.
Let's play some dodgeball. All right.
David Hinkle wants to know if we've reviewed betas before. This isn't meant to be a review.
We have. We've reviewed them on the show. Yeah, we did. I think Uncharted and a couple of other betas along the way. Just because they're
that's right.
They're just
back when reviews was daily. Right?
Yeah, well, we were excited about all of this stuff coming together, you know. So that totally would, you know. And if we had the show on the air every day, like we've had the show on the air every day, if reviews was daily, we would do it again for sure. This would have been something that we would have talked about.
It's like you were saying earlier. It's a little unfair to review.
Yeah, we would clarify that. We would just say in terms of is it worth downloading? You know, is it worth jumping in and playing? And there certainly are betas that aren't.
Is it worth your time because it's probably free?
Yeah, time. Honestly, dude, that's where it feels like games are going. Is it worth your time?
So Funky Frog is Froglegs94.
Awesome.
So he is,
welcome.
So we have a person from the chat playing with you.
That's so cool.
Is he on your team?
I don't know. It looks like I'm just watching people. I guess we jump in after. Yeah. What do people think about the Doom beta? What do people say?
They were talking about it earlier, but people liked it, I think. I can't remember what people said about it, actually.
I haven't checked it out yet, so I'm psyched. I can't believe that May is coming fast and furious. We're going to have Uncharted 4 and Doom.
I'm excited for Doom because I never played Doom 3 because I just never did.
Yeah.
But I love Doom and Doom 2. I played them back in the day when I was 4 years old. It's one of the first video games I ever played.
When you were 4?
Yeah. Well, when it first came out, I would have been 4 or 5.
What, you went to your gaming PC and you booted up Doom?
No, my mom had a nice computer from work.
That's awesome.
Because she has like a desk job, and she had a nice computer. And my dad installed Doom on it. And my parents didn't. They didn't
my
have a
daughter is 4. I don't want her playing Doom.
They didn't have a problem with me.
That's
playing
amazing.
It. It's fine. You know, if your kid wants to play it, and
you know that explains so much about you, Blake.
It's just a game.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
That's fine.
No, I played Doom when I was 4. You don't say.
Or whenever it came out. So I like early
Dexter
90s,
Morgan.
I 5 or 6 or 4 or 5 or 6, something like that.
Okay.
And no, I have very fond memories of it.
Okay. No, it was
that was
as
the first
violent
PC
as it ever
game I
was. It was
played.
just candy. I mean, there's a reason why that thing became so successful.
But you know, even when you're a little kid, you know it's a video game. You know it's not real.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially then.
If it's harmful for a kid to play
Woo!
something, if it was harmful for a little kid to play this,
instrumental in
then
that
it would be
victory.
harmful for us to play it.
Look
too.
at all those dashes.
Oh, Funky O Frog got a
Mine.
kill. Good
All
job,
mine.
Frog Legs. Frog Legs got
I
a
didn't
kill.
see a ball, and I certainly didn't dodge one
Yeah,
at
how's
all
his dodgeball?
in this.
How's it dodgeball?
I don't know.
Remember that dodgeball movie with Christopher Walken?
Yeah. Was that a Sandler movie? Or a Vince Vaughn, right?
It was Will Ferrell?
Oh, no. Ben Stiller. And Will Ferrell.
That came out in 2007, I think.
Yeah. And Justin Long,
And I remember they had a Wii U game.
right?
Oh, no, wait, not.
No,
No, that was
Wii game.
2004.
Wii game.
There was a sequel or something, wasn't it?
Oh! What? That was very...
Oh, I'm thinking Christopher Walken was the table tennis movie.
Oh, yeah, that one too. Yeah.
And that had a Wii U game. Or a
You
Wii
can't
game.
get those hours back when you reminisce about those terrible comedies that you've seen. You can't get them back. You've seen it. It's in your brain. You've already been there. All right. I really don't get how this is dodgeball. Somebody explain this to me. What are the rules? Why do they call this dodgeball?
You throw the ball at the other kid, and then your gym teacher gets mad at you.
There must be a grenade component or something.
D9000 says I would have been too scared to play Doom when I was 4. It's not real. The original Doom is not that scary.
That's actually
I
an
mean,
interesting topic. What was the first
I don't remember
scary
being-
or mature type game that you played as a
Yeah,
kid?
it would have been me, and also Wolfenstein. I played Wolfenstein as well.
So I've been gaming for
I
so
remember-
long.
I
I didn't
can
even
remember-
have ratings.
I can remember the floppy disk that they were both on.
Okay.
Like, I can remember holding the floppy in my hand.
Yeah.
And before that, we had an older computer
Mhm.
with Family Feud on it, and it was the old floppy, like the big one that had a circle in the middle.
I don't think I was ever scared by a game until the PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
Until
me too.
Resident Evil, until
Yeah.
until
they
CD-ROM
They
type
were
streaming.
so cute looking, like you couldn't be scared by them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until like that era. Same with me. Yeah.
And I mean, Myst, I think, had some spooky moments as well, like things
Yeah.
that would freak you out. I hated that game, but there, like if you're reading something, you didn't want something to come grab. I think there was this air of menace that was never capitalized on in that game.
Yeah. They're
'Cause-
saying that this is dodgeball because when you get a kill,
Yeah.
one of your teammates comes back. So
Ah,
it's like dodgeball in the gym when you.
okay, gotcha. Thank you. All right, Funky O Frog is already, he's dead already, but he killed 2 people
Trademark
and died twice.
Forever saying the Friday the 13th game. But
Oh, that's coming. Yes.
is he talking about the NES Friday the 13th game where Jason is like throwing rocks at you or something, like that really crappy NES game from like.
I didn't
80s?
play it. I wasn't.
I've
I
only
wasn't a
seen
huge
streams of
NES
it.
gamer.
'Cause it's one of those really really bad games that's fun to watch people try to play it on Twitch. And
Yeah.
The angry video game nerd talks about it a lot because it's so bad.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you him?
No.
Okay, just making
We
sure.
interviewed him once when his movie came out.
Oh yeah, but you're not him.
No.
But you're angry and you're a video game nerd.
I'm
You're-
not as big a nerd as he is.
Okay, all
Not
right.
as angry
Just
as-
checking.
I actually don't like his skits that he does as the angry video game nerd. I like him more when he's just playing the games as himself. When
Right.
He's not in character.
Yes,
I think he's funnier. Just
he is very funny.
when,
Yeah.
when he's just being normal and not trying.
Well,
to
I mean, games are so ridiculous sometimes that it just, as 25 seasons of Electric Playground will prove out, it's just fun to make fun of these things, or,
Hi, Mr. Henry says that I'm the angry Star Trek nerd.
okay, angry Star Trek.
But I don't get angry about Star Trek.
Right, you're
Not
the
re-
happy
not,
Star
not the
Trek.
real Star Trek,
Right,
JJ.
right. I was on Carl Urban's, speaking of Star Trek and the newfangled.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that woman's.
be prepared for that.
Kicked in.
Be
Ew.
prepared for that. You're good, man. You had Doom at 4. You're fine.
No, it's
but-
it just shocked me. Like, wow.
Right.
See, that would have maybe traumatized me as a 4-year-old. But Doom.
Yeah,
like,
Ruby-
it wasn't-
Ruby's
you
never
weren't getting
seeing this
people-
game,
you weren't-
ever.
You weren't chopping people in half with a chainsaw. You have a little sprite of a demon, and you shoot him with a shotgun, and there's a
Right.
red cloud, and then he's on the ground.
Maybe when Ruby's 34, I'll let her play. Gears of War 4.
Don't ever let me babysit your kid.
Yeah, but-
You come home and she's like playing Gears.
Trust me, that is never happening.
Daddy, Blake let me play Gears of War 4.
I was on Carl Urban's Twitter page yesterday, just stalking him as I do because I want him to be my friend.
Yeah, I do that too.
He's pretty cool, but he's only got like 7,000 Twitter followers, and he's a big famous movie star. He's Judge Dredd. He wants to pitch, and he is pitching, rather
Is he
creatively.
Judge Dredd?
Yeah,
He
he was
never took
Judge
his mask
Dredd.
off in the
Yeah, he
movie,
was
I don't
Judge
know.
Dredd. But he's, I think I'm getting it right. I'm pretty sure I'm getting it right.
No,
But
he's Judge Dredd.
he wants Netflix to
No,
run this
you know what
this
that was?
series.
I read that story. That was someone asked him about it.
Yeah, I know, and he
He's
wants
like,
him.
yeah, sure.
No. He really wants it to go. He loves that role.
No, but it's not like he's actively doing it to Netflix or anyone specific. It's
Well, just by responding to that, it sort of gets the wheels in motion. But I was just surprised that he doesn't have. Everybody should follow Carl Urban if you're on Twitter. Give that guy some love. He's pretty amazing.
Someone's asking where we can see the AVGN interview. I'm going to try and see if it's still on APN.tv.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because we're in a transitional period right now with our old stuff,
Yeah.
so it might be.
Basically, we should have been on YouTube years ago, and we weren't. We foolishly decided to go with a different company, and we did it because we wanted to see a bunch of reasons, but one of them was that we had sponsors and advertisers that we would want to be able to work with,
Yeah.
and through the service that we had before, we would have more control over advertisements. And we also had some sensitivities with our license deals for television,
Yeah.
and so
we had to be on Vidler and not YouTube.
yeah, and so we had to make some decisions there that, in retrospect, were the wrong ones. Because the best thing about YouTube, and there are many great things about it, but the best thing about it is its archival tools.
Yeah.
So it's just incredible.
It's owned by Google, and I think Google's here to stay.
Yeah, well,
I don't think it's going anywhere.
well, even just the ability to just access it and search it and find it and all that stuff is just really cool. And so we're in the process of going through all of the stuff that was, all the video content that was on EPN.tv will eventually be on the YouTube channel.
That's thousands and thousands of videos.
It's about 10,000 videos.
We've got 2 daily shows going for 5 years.
Yeah, and we there was more than that. We had EP running daily since 2008.
Right.
And
Right, yeah.
so 7 years of that, and another
Right.
5 for 5 years, 4 years, 5 years of reviews. 2010.
10, yeah.
Yeah. So many episodes. So we will do everything we can to get them all onto YouTube, and then we will reverse the links back to all of that video content on the site eventually.
They're called COGS.
Yeah.
And it's the Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a reference to the original Tomb Raider game where you constantly had to find cogs and put them in the
No.
thing to make them?
No, it's a good try though. I don't know. Does COG stand for anything? I'm not up on my Gears lore.
Let's see what the Gears of War wiki says.
I'm sure it does.
Coalition of Ordered Governments.
Okay, there we go.
It's an excuse to have it called COG so they could call the game Gears of War.
Right. Apparently some of the Gears books are pretty cool. I don't know if anybody has read them. I've not had time to read any Gears of War books. I've always...
That's right. Yeah, they have a whole expanded universe.
Yeah, I've always
with
looked at this
comics and
franchise
stuff.
as kind of meatheady and super fun, but there is some cool,
The
obvious.
lore is pretty neat.
It's pretty cool.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
They have
sense
the whole,
for
it's a whole
Hollywood.
planet,
Totally.
Right?
Like they've been trying to get this movie off the ground forever, and it makes sense. Uh-oh.
I don't know if this would work as well as a movie though,
Because
I could
who's
just
got a
see it
neck like
being
that?
I could just see it being shaky cam.
It'd just be The Rock and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It'd be The Rock
just
and Arnold,
hanging out.
Shaky cam. Zack Snyder would direct it. This would be the color palette right here. And then you'd be about to curb stomp a horde guy.
Is that Zack Snyder's future?
Yeah.
He is relegated to just video game
Well,
adaptations?
maybe not, because video game adaptations, hopefully after this year,
We'll start to
with
get
Assassin's
much
Creed,
better, yeah.
Warcraft, and everything else.
Yeah.
But you're about to curb stomp a horror guy, and he's like, "Wait, my mother's name is Martha," and he's like, "My mother's name is Martha."
No, but it would be in horde voice, so it'd be Martha. All right. Now we're just getting silly, and this is serious business. We're playing Gears of War 4. Okay?
I wonder what like famous adversaries had mothers with the same first name. Like, did Winston Churchill and Adolf Hitler have a mother with the same name?
I'm sure that's what they based the Batman versus Superman battle on.
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Uh-oh, I think I crashed. Do you want to bring your squad with you? Okay. I just bought Deadpool. It's on iTunes, on the iTunes store.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Purchased impulsively.
I really hate how they have movies come out digitally before the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't incentivize you to go out and buy the Blu-ray. It's like they don't even care about saving Blu-ray or physical media as a format at all. You know what I mean?
I'm just happy when the Blu-ray manufacturers. I hate that. There's one digital service that I just can't stand. I can't even remember the name of it.
What does it do?
I can't even remember. It has its own separate thing. It's not iTunes. I think that they should just be Google Play or iTunes.
Oh, when you have the code.
Yes.
Oh, it's Ultraviolet?
Ultraviolet.
That was
I can't
crap.
stand that.
Hate
It
that.
was really.
Just let me download it on iTunes, bro.
Yeah, but not everybody's an Apple person.
Or
so
iTunes or Google Play or whatever.
I mean, and
give
maybe
me a DRM free thing that I can just put
you
on
know
my
what?
phone
That's
so
the
I
way
can
to do
watch
it. So you can watch it on the platform that you want to
I
watch
just
it.
want to watch it on my phone and download it and not stream it.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to watch it on a plane.
But I'm super happy when I get a Blu-ray and it has an iTunes code because for like Force Awakens, and Disney hasn't been doing this. Like I've bought all of the Marvel Blu-rays and they didn't come with codes for any iTunes downloads, but the Force Awakens did. So it came in the day that we were leaving for Europe, and I was able to watch it on the iPad on the flight out to the UK, and I watched it about 2 or 3 times just to make up for some of the times that you weren't going to watch it.
I've seen it 3 times already now. I just watched it, and I saw it twice at the theater. Once at the theater in the UK.
Gets
once
better every
IMAX,
time, doesn't it?
Once at IMAX here,
Better
and
details.
once at my sister's house in the UK a few weeks ago.
Right.
And it gets worse every time.
It gets better every time. And
every time I
your
watch it,
sister must be a huge fan too. Because,
she loves it.
Yeah,
she's
it's amazing.
She's a big geek.
She's
her
got
husband
great
loves it.
taste. Same with him.
Every time I watch it,
Love those people.
The problems I noticed the first time become more apparent. I notice new things.
Right, and the joy of the craft that they put into that movie just comes through, right? And it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good about the universe. That's the effect of
I really hate the
a good Star Wars
effects.
movie. And the makeup's amazing
I had this problem
in that
with
movie.
the Star Trek movie that JJ did too. Like the physical masks and things for the aliens, there's something about them, they look weird. Like
they look like masks?
Nien Nub in this movie, I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like I think the original Nien Nub looked better. For some reason. Like I can't put my finger on it, but it just looks weird to me.
Well, I think the resolution is sharper on everything that we're seeing,
No, it's not.
No, because we're not shooting on film anymore?
They shot it on film. Well, they shot this on 35. The same they shot. That's not the issue.
No.
It's not that you see more. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. Just, it looks more, it's like they're trying to make it look more realistic.
And when's the last time you looked at Return of the Jedi and compared and contrasted the
I
rubber
watched them all.
makeup effects of the masks in that movie compared to...
the HD 1080p version of the original movies in the airport in Vienna 2 weeks ago when I had a 6-hour layover.
Where were
on my laptop.
Oh yeah?
In Vienna.
The despecialized?
Yeah, I downloaded the despecial. I've never pirated a movie in my life, and I never would.
Yeah.
But I encourage everyone to pirate the despecialized editions because it's the only way to get the real versions of Star Wars. That's the one movie it's okay to do that with.
I can't really deny that.
Yeah.
I can't really deny that.
It's like a lot of, Tarantino was talking about, like, the one country where it's cool to pirate his movies is China because they're not released in China. So he has no problem with Chinese people pirating his movies because it's the only way that they can't watch it legally.
Right.
I would love to go out and I would spend as much money as they would ask if they would only release the real versions of Star Wars legally.
Right.
But they haven't.
In the most pristine way possible.
In the most pristine way possible. Restore them like they should be restored. They will. And when they do, I'll buy it. But for now, the only way for me to do it is to do it illegally, so I'm going to do it that way. And I don't feel the least bit bad about it. And I still own them. I still bought the DVDs.
Yep.
So, it's just the despecialized editions are great. They're the
Did you not buy the Blu-rays?
No.
Of the special editions? No.
Because I don't want the fake versions and I don't want the fake movies. So no.
Man, those are just getting worse and worse with every year.
It's like another movie I just watched recently that gets worse every time I see it.
Right. Star Trek 2?
No, that no. Well, I have to keep watching that for it to get worse.
How many times have you seen Star Trek 2?
I saw it at the theater 2 or 3 times.
Were you offended when you first saw it, or were
Here's the thing.
You were kind of mildly entertained, and then you walked away and realized that was shit?
Yeah.
That was the same with me.
When I saw JJ's first Star Trek, my reaction was, that's pretty good. And then every time I watched it again, it got better.
Yeah.
And then this one, it was like, yeah, it was okay. And then every time I watched it, it got worse.
Yeah.
So I saw it a couple times, even though I hate it. And it took me a while to like, this doesn't make any effing sense. Like, this movie is stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie's crap.
Come on, Funky O Frog.
JJ has made 2 good movies in his life. He made the first Star Trek and Mission Impossible 3.
And Regarding Henry.
And Mission Impossible 3.
Okay.
And those are
Mission Impossible 3 was amazing.
Every other movie he's made has been crap. Star Trek 2 is crap. Super 8 was crap.
Super 8 was
Force Awakens is crap.
Force Awakens is excellent. Yeah, that was his best one so far. I agree.
A Seizure Salad wants to know if there are any multiplayer games that we're really into in the past. I was really into Destiny. I was really into Destiny before I woke up to how bad it was. I'm super addicted to GTA Online.
You had a Star Trek 2 moment with Destiny? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Okay. I play GTA Online pretty much every day. It's sort of my go-to game to just sort of, if I have 10 minutes to kill, I just sort of ride around in my seaplane.
I played a ton of Rainbow Six, not the most recent one. My challenge is time, right? Like if I'm going to be reviewing new things, I have to keep putting down the multiplayer and moving on, which sucks because I get addicted to this stuff too. I love these things, but it's I can't just keep playing these games or I'll never check out the new stuff that comes in. But I loved Rainbow Six. I loved Halo 2 when that came out. The Gears games too. I've played a ton of multiplayer.
You know what? Like
Uncharted.
I was super addicted to Day of Defeat. Day of Defeat's a fan-made Source game, kind of like runs on the same engine as Counter-Strike and Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
It's like a World War II shooter, team-based shooter.
Yeah.
I was super addicted to that game, and I was the guy. Every match has the guy who's always better than everyone. And he's like making everyone feel embarrassed. I was that guy.
Wow.
I was the guy with 30 kills and 1 death.
Awesome.
Like I was really good at that game.
I loved Battlefront. I mean, I'm looking forward to the updates. I had a blast playing that, and I want to go back to it.
It's okay.
And I loved shit. There was something else that I was just thinking about, but I forgot here.
Sorry.
Titanfall. I can't wait for the sequel to that.
Okay, but before you go on, Spaceman Spiff 00.
Yeah. Hey, Spaceman Spiff.
He says, I will admit that I enjoyed Force Awakens far less the second time.
What?
So he agrees with me.
What?
I win.
No, I loved it. I liked it a lot the first time. Loved it the second time. And now I just adore it.
I was literally looking. I was so bored with it the first time I saw it. I was looking at my watch.
Man.
I'm like, when is this gonna? I was so like uninvolved in it because it was just so weightless to me.
You're breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. I'm so sad for you that you couldn't appreciate it and enjoy it.
Spidey82 wants to know why we haven't done a podcast in a few weeks, because we were in Europe.
Yeah.
And we're going to do one this week.
Yeah, I mean, I literally was running from meeting to meeting, and we were in cities all over the place. You probably saw them in the rundown. And I thought about it a couple times of just,
Warsaw, London, Glasgow.
Yeah, just recording something or sitting down with one of the people that I was visiting with. But it was just more important for me to just have conversations and be in the moment and not try to produce stuff. Shit.
But these are kind of like podcasts. I mean, we're talking about the same stuff we would.
Yeah. Now we're going to be screwed for our podcast on Friday. What the hell are we going to talk about?
Like, we have a game.
Remember that time that we were talking over Gears of War 4? All right, here we go.
Caesar Salad. We do not have a firm schedule of days for podcasts and Let's Plays. We probably should, though.
Yeah. We've talked about Thursday being our Vic's Basement Day.
We're very bad about.
Well, this stuff keeps coming up, and we're traveling. We might be in San Francisco next week. I'm waiting to hear back. And then I know...
I would love it if we could go to San Francisco. Even if the game thing falls through, just you and me just take a trip to San Francisco.
What are you saying?
I like San Francisco. I only went there once before, and I like it.
Are you propositioning me here
yes.
in the middle of my Gears of War 4 stream?
We'll get a nice hotel.
I do know that I'm going to be in Los Angeles in the middle of May, and for some first looks at some stuff, which I can't wait for. So there'll be some content recorded then. So, every time we leave, we're a small team. So,
especially right now.
It affects our schedule, and then we got to come back and try to get back on it. Ideally, we would be doing the podcast every Thursday at 3 Pacific.
It's not always possible. D9000.
This Thursday, it's my wife's birthday, so I'm going to be taking off after the rundown, and we're going to have a nice afternoon and evening out. And feel free to send messages of happy birthday to my wife.
D9000 says, will there be more World of Tanks coverage? Yes, there will.
Yeah.
We have loads of footage shot from the event.
Just getting to it.
It's, again, question of manpower or person power.
Yeah.
We just, yeah.
We're getting to
footage. it. Someone's got to cut it up.
Hey, we still have some good interviews that are lined up, too, that we haven't been able to cut.
Although you can watch our coverage that we have on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. That was Blake posting... late at night from Warsaw.
Shot all day at the event and then ran back to my hotel room.
You rock, man.
Together. Thankfully, our hotel room had good internet.
Yes.
It's like the first hotel room I've ever been in that had decent internet. Good enough that I could upload a video to YouTube.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I've never had that before. People are asking, somebody who is it? D9000 again wants to know, do we have any awesome food in Europe?
Oh, yeah, every day.
Polish food. Well, I'll just go for British food.
Yeah.
I went to the same fish and chips place by my sister's house that I've been to a million times because I've been there before. Last time I was in England, it's a big, greasy, fast food fish and chips place, and it's great. They give you big portions, and you feel like a slob eating there, but it's awesome. And I like British food a lot. Most people don't, but sticky toffee pudding is great.
Yeah.
If you don't have a problem with eating a lot of cream and fat and sugar, then
I ate so much bread while I was out there. So many like bagels and lots of poppy seed baguettes and things like that. I loved it. And because we went up to Edinburgh, I got fully addicted to Scottish smoked salmon.
Oh, yeah.
And I was having that every single day. No, I did not have
haggis when I went to Scotland.
Did you? Good, yeah, I don't eat meat, so I eat seafood. But
once.
No.
Just so you can say you've had haggis.
No, thank you. I have had haggis.
Oh, you have? Okay.
When I was younger than 13, so that's when I gave up meat.
What about Polish food? Mr. Henry wants to know about Polish food. I'm not a fan of Polish food.
The pierogies are pretty good. I had pasta when I was in...
We went to a traditional... You didn't come with us.
No.
Me and Jose and a bunch of other people went to... Jose and I, sorry. Went to a traditional Polish place, and the traditional pierogies were kind of not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
They felt a little mushy and not really cooked the same way. Not like pierogies here would be cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big on Polish food, I don't think.
Yeah.
I like Poland. It's a nice country. Polish people were friendly.
Yeah, they were.
The normal Western style food that I ate when I was there was fine. But yeah, traditional Polish food wasn't really my thing.
We had an amazing last night, actually, when we were out there. My daughter... connected with this other little kid, and they were just running around, hanging out, and holding hands, and then so we met the parents of the kid, and they were the husband was from London, and the wife was from Poland, and they lived in or from England, and they lived in England, and they were just visiting family in the area. We ended up hanging out with them and then going out for dinner and having a nice night, all because our kids just couldn't stop playing with each other.
That's nice.
It was really cool.
Your daughter is very... Some little kids they're like normal people. So some little kids are shy.
Yep.
Others are very outgoing. Your daughter's very outgoing.
Yeah, she is not shy. Yeah. We'll have to have some conversations about that. I'm still getting over my cold. Sorry about that.
David Hinkle says, I didn't see The Force Awakens yet because of the prequel trilogy.
Good
for you.
Come on. You got to get back into it.
There are there's two great Star Wars movies.
Oh, come on.
One good Star Wars movie and then
Stop it with your anti-Star Wars propaganda.
I love Star Wars.
Every episode
Star Wars and Empire
brutal.
are better than any Star Trek movie.
There you go. Nice.
I love Star Wars, okay?
Okay.
I love Star Wars before I liked Star Trek. Okay?
Yeah.
But then when I got a little bit older, a little more mature, I liked Star Trek more.
Okay. After you played Doom when you were 4, then you started to like Star Trek a little bit more.
I had a very wide-ranging... The one thing my mom never let me, because my mom didn't care. Like, I was watching Total Recall when I was 4.
Yeah.
Like, because she knew Total Recall is actually a really smart movie, and she didn't have a problem with me watching
Verhoeven, man.
The one movie she never let me watch, though, was
Clockwork Orange?
Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, yes, you don't
Because
want that as a child.
And you know what? She was kind of right.
You think?
Because I ignored her and just waited until she went to work one day, and then I just watched, because she had the VHS tape, and I just watched it.
Oh,
and
man.
It did kind of mess me up.
I did that with the Clockwork Orange, and it totally messed me up. I saw that when I was 12, and I was way too young to see that.
I saw it for the first time I was about 12, but by then I was already completely desensitized.
You were 6, I think, when you saw Clockwork Orange.
No, I was 12 when I saw it.
Yeah,
I was about 6 when I saw this.
I think that's when you staged your reenactment at the at your elementary school theater.
The counselors were very upset.
What is this play? Oh, hey, I got a message from Real Swaggy KD on my Xbox here. That's awesome.
Maybe he's one of the people in the chat.
Maybe. Oh, I'm shooting him in the head, but he's okay. Oh, he pulled out the Nasher.
Just walk it off. You got shot in the head.
Okay, so what's the story of this game so far?
Shoot the bad guys.
Okay.
That's the story.
Respawn's depleted. Okay, I think
You're still playing though.
I think we're pretty good. Oh, it's me. Okay, so there are no more after I die here.
This is it. You've had enough. The
think
gears have stopped spinning.
I think we've gotten a good taste here. I think this is good.
Yeah, we've been playing for about an hour.
Yeah. So let's see how we finish this match. Oh no! You torque bow bullshit. Oh!
Right on the butt. That's like that Finn got it like that. In Force Awakens.
Okay, we do one more match. Finish the round.
One more.
I came in number 2 right there. That's okay. I will be happy with that, even if I didn't get that many kills.
Vic, this is the real question. It's from Wade Wilson.
Okay.
Deadpool himself
All
wants
right.
to know. That's Deadpool's name.
Yep.
Wade Wilson.
Yep.
Okay. He wants to know, Vic, do you like the PS4 or Xbox One more?
I like the infrastructure and the menus and everything to do with the PS4 more than the Xbox One. I think that the Xbox One has a lot of potential, but it has still a lot of quirks. It has the power. It has some terrific games, and I love that Xbox is spending on lots of great new titles for everybody. But I think the PS4 is just a tuned instrument. It's a really great console, and Sony was listening. They were listening to all the detractors and all the lessons that they learned from the PS3. And it's interesting because I feel like Xbox has some catching up to do with how elegant the Xbox 360 was. There were some machine design problems
Red
with
ring adapter.
Yes.
Really elegant, Vic.
Well, with the Xbox 360, but the interface was solid and the games ran well. And even though it wasn't a Blu-ray machine, it was still a very robust, fantastic system. Xbox Live was great. Being able to play your own music inside of a game was really a cool thing that they did there. I love that they've done the backwards compatibility on Xbox One. I thought that was really a fantastic and smart move. I like that you can carry over your digital library to the machine. All of that stuff is really solid, and I feel like in some ways PS4 should be catching up to some of those features that Xbox has been doing. But I still like the front end and the interface and the way that you get into the PlayStation 4 better.
So
and I like the controller
overall,
better.
you like the PS4 better than the Xbox One, but they're both good machines.
They're both good machines, and I would absolutely recommend either one of them.
Okay, back to Star Trek.
Okay.
Don Lu says, wrong, Blake, Star Trek 4 is better than Empire.
What?
He says Star Trek 4 is better than The Empire Strikes Back. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and I strongly disagree with that.
Well, it's only better.
Star Trek 4 is a fine little film, but
fine little film.
It's a very
Wow.
low. You can see it's low budget when you watch it.
A
Star Trek 4, for
little
those of you who
film.
don't know, is the one with the whales. They go back in time, and because they didn't want to spend any money, so they just have them walking around San Francisco, so they didn't have to build any sets. It's not better than The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back is a very flawed film. It's not perfect. It doesn't have a beginning, middle, or end. It's just the middle.
Yeah, it's
all one middle, which is a problem.
It's just
I'm
urgency.
not one of these people who think that Empire is this perfect film. It's not perfect, but it is.
You know what it is?
Star Trek 4.
It's not a perfect story or a perfect film in the traditional sense, but it is a breathless piece of escapism.
Yeah.
Like you cannot. It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's a breathless experience.
I think, like I said earlier, I think Star Wars and Empire 2 are the best films ever made. I just don't think it's perfect.
And
Star Wars is perfect.
I think the coolest thing that it did with Empire, and it's something that the superhero movies really need to kind of lift from, is that there was this sense of we're catching everybody mid-run. You know, there was no over-explanation. There was just this idea that that we just had to keep up with all of the pacing that was happening.
That's my problem with Empire.
I think it's great, though. I think it was a really gutsy decision on the part of the filmmakers.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't mean make it its own movie.
It doesn't matter. It's part of a saga at this point.
That's why I don't like Empire, is because it's not a complete story.
But you said it's better than any Star Trek movie.
It is. It's still a very good movie. It's just not perfect.
Man, you're just writing yourself into circles and mazes.
Is Star Wars. And when I say Star Wars,
when are you going to circle back and tell everybody you like Force Awakens?
I think Star Wars.
Now would be a good time. Star Wars is a perfect film.
And by that I mean Episode 4: New Hope, which I never call it because that's a stupid thing to call it. It's just Star Wars.
No,
that is a perfect film because it's the first part. It's the beginning of a trilogy, but it's its own
fourth part of a saga.
It's a self-contained movie all on its own, and it's part of a bigger saga.
The fourth part in the saga is Chapter 4.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's what they said right from the beginning.
Part 1, 2, and 3. I've never seen those.
Well,
no Star Wars
they
movies.
weren't fully realized.
They're not. There's no.
I'm
Star
waiting
Wars
for the special editions of the prequels where all the bullshit is cut right out. They should just call them that. The bullshit less Star Wars prequel.
You know, I have a theory or a hypothesis about Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
You know when James Cameron did the water tentacle? No.
Okay.
When James Cameron did the water tentacle scene in The Abyss, it was written like it could be lifted out of the movie.
Okay.
Because they weren't sure if they could get the water tentacle scene thing working technologically.
Okay.
I think, if you think about it, it would be very easy to get Jar Jar Binks out of Phantom Menace. You could just cut from... His entire subplot could be gone. Like, you just cut from them on the stupid donut ship, cut to them landing in the Jedi's landing.
Oh yeah,
in
probably.
Naboo.
Yeah.
So you don't, and then he's CG, so you just have him not in each. He has no role to play in any scene after they get to the city.
Hasn't anybody done that yet?
It'd be very easy. You'd need the film. You'd need the assets without Jar Jar. You need the original film negatives.
Right. Okay, I got you.
To cut it, you could just not have him in any scene, and then just cut out any line where anyone's talking to Jar Jar, because he serves no plot function.
No.
Once he's with them on Tatooine and everywhere else, and then the only other time he serves a plot function at the end of the movie is when he's with the Gungans and he gets the Gungans to help them. But the Gungans thing that they do in the climax is you don't need it. Oh my God. You could just have the Jedis in the palace and the plane fight.
Yeah.
You don't. The Gungans are just a distraction. You don't need them.
I can't believe we're talking about Gungans.
I think
what the hell's happened to our life?
The entire Jar Jar and Gungan thing, that it could have been lifted out of the movie if they had to, if they couldn't get it working. And I think they should make a special edition of the Phantom Menace without them in it.
Or they nasty up Jar Jar, give him like leather jacket and spikes and things and
no,
bad attitude.
You could take him out of the movie completely and it would be seamless. That's my point.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So you went an extra round because I was ranting about Star Wars.
That's all right. Well, I think we tied it up, is what happened.
Earth 2 Blake loves the Force Awakens. The Mirror Universe counterpart of Blake, who has a goatee, is in a Mirror Universe right now, is ranting and raving about how much he loves the Force Awakens. You know, I like the Phantom Menace.
Oh, no, double chainsaw!
You got finned again. You got
That's awesome.
Finned again.
Oh man.
I liked the Phantom Menace when it first came out because I was 14.
Right.
I know I was 13.
Okay.
So I was a stupid little kid and I didn't know
right.
better. I was like, oh my God, this is a new Star Wars movie. I love it.
Did you buy all the action figures?
My parents did.
Yeah.
For me.
For you, yes.
Yeah. I didn't buy them. I didn't have a job.
Yeah. I think I had tons of those things.
The time Attack of the Clones came out, I'd outgrown the action figures.
I don't think I bought a Jar Jar though. I don't think I
bought
ever
a Jar
went
Jar
for that.
And I still have all those toys. So somewhere in my house right now, there's a Jar Jar Binks toy.
That should be a movement.
Do you want me to bring that and put it on the
no,
shelves
please,
here in the basement?
no. I've sprayed anti-Jar Jar stuff all over those shelves.
I'm just gonna do it and not tell you and see if you notice.
It'd be great if you could just replace every one of these figures with Jar Jar figures of different sizes.
I have a Watto, so I could bring Watto in.
I actually liked Watto. I thought Watto was a cool
racist,
character.
anti-Semitic thing.
I just liked the creature. I just thought he was really cool.
It's a cool design creature. Oh my god, look at that.
Yeah, this guy gonna chainsaw him
that.
too.
Oh,
Okay, that was very effective. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, Akamaru's talking about how he doesn't like Star Wars.
At all?
He doesn't like Star Wars at all.
Wow, no wonder he's your best friend.
We were talking about this when we were playing the Battlefront beta.
Okay, so he bought the Battlefront. Oh,
Just
the beta.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was talking about how he didn't like it at all.
Wow, what happened? How do you not like Star Wars?
I mean,
I don't know. Does not compute.
Here's the thing.
I cannot even understand that.
Even if you don't like fantasy or science fiction or lasers and things, there's no denying that just strictly from a storytelling, filmmaking standpoint, that Star Wars is one of the most perfect films ever made.
Well, it's
one of the most intelligent, one of the most well-edited, well-told stories ever put to film. It just is. Even if it's not your personal thing, it is an extremely well-made film. That's the first Star Wars. Everything else after that you can argue about. The first Star Wars movie is a perfect film, almost. As perfect as a film can be.
When do you start talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark and how that is the best movie ever made?
You've gotten mad at me about that before, because I think it has structural problems.
Oh my God!
I don't like the ending. The last 20 minutes of Raiders are kind
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a great time to cut off the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Thank you very much. And we will be back again this week with some other fantastic game or concoction of some kind. And we will also be doing Vic's Basement as a podcast, regular standalone podcast on Friday. So come back for that. Thanks for watching, everyone.